morning, everyone. Welcome to Delta Entertainment. I am your host, Liquid Kenobi. And before we get started, I would like you guys please hit that like button and please subscribe to my channel. Would appreciate that very, very much. All right, let's get into this. So, with Donald Trump putting out the 100% tariff on Hollywood, right now you got Hollywood and U.S. panicking like crazy. So let's take a look at this and see what you guys think. Avengers Doomsday may pause production until President Trump's Hollywood tariff details are announced. So basically what they're saying is they want to know the details. They want to know how this is going to work when they do films from here, do it outside the country, and then after when they come back, they combine it together and make it into a big brand movie. So they just want to know the details. Hollywood wants to know the details of things. So, but let's read the article and see what is happening here. The Walt Disney Company may be facing a sudden high-stakes dilemma whether to pause production on Avengers Doomsday, the highly anticipated Marvel installment and currently filming entirely in the United Kingdom. This comes on the heels of President Trump's dramatic announcement of a 100% tariff on all foreign-made films, a sweeping protectionist move that could significantly reshape the global entertainment landscape and put massive projects like Avengers Doomsday directly in the crosshairs. So right now, Culture Crave, he posted this. Donald Trump says he's ordering a 100% tariff on all films produced outside of America that are brought into the country. Hollywood projects currently shooting out overseas include Avengers Doomsday, Odyssey, Avatar 4, and Supergirl. So like I said, dude, they are, because normally Hollywood, what they do is if they can't get if there's times when they do their stories and everything, they would like to get the sceneries outside of the country. You know, like if it was New Zealand, if it was Canada, if it was in Italy, I mean, if it was in South America, they try to get those sceneries within those areas, and then they bring it back to the U.S. and then they edit the film with the special effects and the CGI and all. They do all that. So that's what Hollywood is panicking about. Hollywood wants to know, probably like to know, is how's that going to work with the tariffs with us? How is that going to work? So let's see. President Trump declared over the weekend that he has authorized the Department of Commerce and U.S. trade representatives to initiate the process of imposing the new tariffs, citing the departure of U.S. film production overseas as both as an economic crisis and a national security threat. Hollywood and many other areas within the USA are being devastated, he said. We want movies made in America again. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick conferred on X, "We're on it," signaling that the administration is already moving toward implementation, but no clear rules have yet been laid out. This policy bombshell has left Hollywood studios scrambling for answers. It remains unclear whether the tariffs will apply to all foreign-made content, including U.S. produced films shot abroad, such as Avengers Doomsday, or only to imports produced by foreign entities. Even more ambitious is how the tariffs will be calculated. Will they be levied on production costs, box office receipts, licensing deals, or some other metric? See, like, that's what I asked. That's what I was thinking right there. These are the topics that I was thinking about. Hollywood wants to know, how is this going to work? So, I mean, so right here, there's a post that Howard just put up, and it looks like Mike Pence was making a complaint about what Trump is doing. So Ludwig made a reply back. Mike Pence is just bitter. These tariffs are the definition of America first, which is a concept he doesn't understand. So it looks like here that Pence highlighted. Yeah, this is not about the movies. This is about another cost. So let me see if I can read it here carefully. The Trump tariff will cost Americans' families more than $3,500 per year. So right here, estimates from the Goldman such place the annual tariff impact close to 3 billion a year. The median American family earns about 101,000 a year. A new 3,500 a year tax would easily erase 3 years worth of pay raise for most families. Hmm, that's hard to believe. So let's see here. Avengers Doomsday at 300 million gamble. Disney, which has filmed several Marvel films in the UK's Pinewood Studios, could be facing significant cost overrun in the new tariff apply, retroactively or even prospectively. To Avengers Doomsday, the film reportedly budgeted at over 300 million was planned as Marvel's cinematic rebound after a string of underperforming releases. Yeah, Disney Marvel, just like Star Wars and any other franchise, has been struggling real bad, bro. Because what they've been doing is they've been throwing their woke, modern day ideological nonsense into these films, especially DEI, and they don't put a story out. They just do a message, man. And some of these movies have been failing miraculously, bro. The only movie that Disney has succeeded in, Disney Marvel has succeeded in, was Deadpool and Wolverine, dude. That was the only movie that succeeded in Marvel. But you know, it's just that Marvel is not. It's just that Kevin Feige is not learning his lesson, dude. But let us continue on this product. But now, unless the administration offers exceptions or clearer definitions, the entire production could become subject to a 100% import fee if it remains a UK based operation. That's led to widespread speculation that Disney might have no choice but to pause the production, at least temporarily, until legal clarity is achieved. One on social media, fans have already started reacting, so we're just gonna pay $40 to see Avengers now, wrote one user on X. Another pointed out Trump doesn't seem to realize U.S. studios like Disney and Marvel are the ones filming overseas. This tariff hurts them. The policy announcement immediately rattled markets on Monday. Morning shares of Disney's Paramount Global, Warner Brothers, Discovery, and Amazon all dipped, reflecting Wall Street's unease about the future of global content pipelines. Many analysts are now revising projections for 2026's box office performance, particularly for tentpole franchises with international production bases. Companies with more diversified portfolios seem to be weathering the storm a little better at the time of publication. No financial advice is intended. Companies like Comcast and Disney may be holding stronger than Netflix and Paramount because of their various businesses not associated with movie production. The broader industry, too, is on alert. Governments in Australia and New Zealand quickly issued statements vowing to bolster their film industries in the wake of Trump's move. The Motion Picture Association has yet to issue a formal response, but executives from all major studios are reportedly in high level talks to assess its exposure. Critics of the policy have labeled it on a blunt force approach to a nuanced issue. While it's true that foreign tax credits have siphoned off production from Hollywood, many argue that the answer isn't pure punitive tariffs, but rather competitive domestic incentivized modernization of union agreements that make filmmaking stateside prohibitively expensive. Supporters of the move, on the other hand, say it could lead a renaissance in U.S. based filmmaking. Trump himself appointed a trio of pro American Hollywood veterans, John Voight, Sylvester Stallone, and Mel Gibson, in January to help spearhead an entertainment revival. Gibson himself is preparing to produce a major movie in Italy later this year, which gives some indication that the tariffs are not catastrophically designed after all. Still, for Disney and Marvel Studios, the immediate question is not philosophical but financial. Can they afford to continue filming a 300 million movie in the UK that might incur a 100% tariff on a re-entry to its home market? The bottom line, Disney must decide, and soon. Until the administration offers clear implementation details, Avengers Doomsday hangs in the costly limbo. Disney executives may be forced to pause or relocate production to avoid potentially hundreds of millions in unexpected fees. Alternatively, they might gamble on a carve out or legal challenge. If production costs are terrified at 100% for expenses made in the foreign lands, Avengers Doomsday could see an increase in expenses in a range of hundreds of millions of dollars for a film that was already likely to break records for cost. That's likely untenable, and as a result, Avengers Doomsday could be iced until further notice from the Trump administration. In any case, the clock is ticking, and the implications for Disney's global strategy, Marvel's future, and her U.S. entertainment industry at large could be profound. Yeah, like I said, dude, Disney, and it's not just Disney, all of Hollywood film productions, they need to see the rules. They need to see what Trump is doing exactly. Like, how does that work? What are they trying to? What is it? What are they going to charge them? Like when if they go out of the country or anything like that? Are they going to charge just movies that are going to be doing out of the country and then they come back? What are they going to charge? That's what Hollywood wants to know. So we'll see what they do. We'll see what this does, and we'll see if we get an update on this. So that's gonna be for this article. So thank you all so much for watching this video. Thank you for being part of the channel. So please share this video, post a comment below, let me know your thoughts, and as always, thank you all so much, and I will be seeing you all until next time. Bye everyone.